زايد أسسها واليوث وراها داروا على الدانات 7 أبد. إلا دار زايد لا تقرب حماها، لا تقرب منازلها إلا محب.
Welcome our viewers to a new episode of our program Pearl of Union. Today from Dubai, welcome Mr. Kartik, his owner and manager for QB. First of all, we welcome you with us in this program, which tell stories of investment that started in the country. At the beginning, let the viewers know who is Mr. Kartik and how he started his practical career.
Okay, thank you very much for having me, and it's my pleasure to come over here and share about myself at a personal level, and later on share about my company as well. To start off with, I'm like any other expatriate who comes to a prosperous country trying to fulfill its dreams 20 years back, and it has been an absolute pleasure coming over here. This is my adopted country. I lived here for 20 years. I'm from India originally. I was born in South India, and I did my schooling in India. Then my father was a diplomat, so I traveled with him everywhere in and outside India as well. And then I did my university in south of India in Bangalore, which is an undergraduate program. Then I moved on. I went to Australia. I did my MBA in marketing, and as soon as I finished my MBA in marketing, I went to Indonesia. I secured my first career move job there, and I started working with a huge multinational textile firm in Indonesia. And this would be in early 2000s. I made a shift and came to UAE and started work over here. Started working for a couple of retailers in the region, and that's how my professional employee relationship ended in 2015. And 2015 onwards, I ventured into my own business, and that is when QB took birth.
So, Mr. Kartik, you travel to a lot of country. Then you come here to UAE. Why you choose Dubai to be your start from here?
Well, my sister used to be here in the UAE even before I came here in early 2000, and she still lives here in the UAE. So, family sibling living in the UAE prompted me to come from Indonesia to UAE, looking for greener pastures in life, and that's how I stayed on.
Yeah, so Mr. Kartik, every business has some difficulties in beginning. What the main challenge you faced and how did you get over it?
Well, it's very, it'll be very impractical for me to say that all businesses sail pretty and are smooth right from the day one and right from the beginning. No, especially when you're not a part of a big group or a big successful organization where you're starting a new venture into a different country. Here we are talking about me having a work and a job, and from there graduated on to starting my SME and startup, and from there on I basically would say that it is not difficulties, but there was a lot of small hurdles and hiccups that I overcome when I started my company. More so, I think it is the main reason would be finance.
So today, Mr. Kartik, we are here in Dubai on QB company. Let's talking about this company, the most prominent service that your company provide, and how you was able to excel in the labor market.
To be very frank, furniture has been my passion, and QB is basically my homegrown name that I invented for the company, called Quantum Bazaar. And quantum literally means anything to do with volumes, and Bazaar means where I open and offer a one-stop shop for various products related to furniture and home furnishings. Having said that, it is very interesting. It started in my backyard. The name of the company started in my backyard with my family, and then I had this knowledge of furniture and home furnishing, which I wanted to bring into the various homes in the market and in the UAE. So this gave me an opportunity because in my earlier jobs I've traveled overseas for my work, and I was a buyer, a buying manager. So that gave me a privilege to attend all the exhibitions and meet various vendors and suppliers from all over in the Far East, Southeast Asia, China, Middle East. So that gave me a kind of a platform for me to develop my network with the vendors and bring those products on my company brand name in the region. So how it works is I identify good products because I have a very qualitative vendor that I have developed over the years, and then I take the products from them, enlist it in my catalog, in my website, and also I've been privileged to work with few of the very big retailers in this market in UAE and GCC, and further expanding into India and South Africa as well. So I take my product and offer it to the company, and they place order to QB. That's how the QB furniture business started.
Also, you have a lot of designs for kitchen, right? Let's talking about the most important design that you provide here in your company.
Okay. Kitchen is a further diversification of what my Quantum Bazaar furniture and home furnishings do. Kitchen business is a 100% homegrown business that I've started, where the entire kitchen, right from the production stage until delivery and installation to the customer happens, and I undertake all that.
Yes, so always the success doesn't stop at a certain point. There are always inspiration for better future. So what's your future plan?
Alhamdulillah, I'm in the UAE, and I see a bright future for many people like me, and I have been fairly modestly successful, put it that way, and the future is pretty bright because UAE is a melting pot for over 130 nationalities. There are a lot of people who are coming and calling UAE their second home, and whoever has taken that decision are on transit, are moving, all of them have a pretty bright future in this country.
We hope all the best for you, Mr. Kartik. Let us end this episode with words that you sent for rulers of Emirat from heart to the heart.
Well, I would wish a UAE a very prosperous and successful future, and God bless the leadership of this country, and we are indebted to the leadership of the United Arab Emirates. Thank you so much.